pala. Hindi ko hindi ko napansin kung nag-live na
Okay,
siya.
you're
Ito
now
pala.
live on Facebook, sir.
Wait lang.
Live ka
Chill.
na.
All right.
Live ka na.
All right. So good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everybody. Today we are graced by the presence of Mr. Lee J. De Jesus from World English Learners. Yeah. All right. So he's our how do I introduce you? You're our lecturer for today, and
Guest,
guest. Thank you so much for gracing us with your presence. And that's it.
Okay. Hi guys. So Sir Manny, I think this is one of his first hostings, no? So I think he would like to he'd like to introduce the speaker. So go ahead, sir. Ayan.
All right. So this is Sir Lee J. De Jesus. He started teaching in 2005. He teaches IELTS, OET, civil service. Oh, there's a lot of qualifications, sir. And his overall IELTS score is 9, and eligibility for civil service is professional. He's also a Cambridge CELTAS qualified to teach English for adults, as well as TOEFL and TOESL in courses around the world. Okay, so not blonde and does not have British accent, but still has achieved a band 9 in speaking. So without further ado, I think I should leave it to Mr. Lee J to start our wonderful discussion today.
Yes, thank you very much. Okay, thank you for introducing me. So hi guys, I'm lecturer. Yeah, I'm your lecturer, subject matter expert for this evening. Let me just stop this one. Okay, so you can see my face. So today's topic, okay. Oh, I should share it. Okay, once more. Here, so today's topic is our free OET lecture, and my company's World English Reviews. Yeah, my name is Lee J. De Jesus. I've been in the business for mga 16 years na po. I'm one of the oldies in this industry. Okay, and yun nga, I teach IELTS, OET, and I'm about to finish my my training for CELTIP and CALE. Okay, and soon we'll be offering that the Canadian Academic English Language Test and the Canadian English Language Proficiency Index Program. So these are English tests for Canada. Okay, padami ng padami yung mga English tests. Okay, and OET, by the way, may news ako sa inyo, OET is now accepted in Canada. So for those of you who are going to Canada, OET is now a very good option for you guys. And tonight's lecture will actually focus on the speaking portion of the OET, right? But but before that, let me just set wow, what's happening to my mouse? Okay. Let me just set a few rules for our webinar for today. So if you have questions, please do not hesitate. You can ask anytime. Type your questions in the chat box, in the comment box, in the Q&A box. We'll be having a Q&A session at the later part of the presentation, but actually I don't mind if you ask me during the presentation. Go ahead and ask. Okay, you might forget it. So tanong nyo na agad. Yeah. Also, number 2, enjoy the seminar. Don't hesitate to ask questions while it's free. Now, if you want a private consultation, then may bayad na po yan. It's another matter entirely. Okay? So, habang libre po, magtanong na. And if you're curious about our review programs, World English po, we'll give some information at the end of the session, right? Excuse me. So anyway, I was already introduced. So let me just summarize. Been teaching since 2005 and started with IELTS and then expanded my repertoire to other tests. OET, CALE, CELTIP, took the civil service test. I increased my qualifications, and finally, after trying, I got a perfect band score. Okay, in IELTS, but that's not our topic for today. It's actually OET, the other test for medical professionals. Okay, so now let me tell you all about the OET test first. Okay, just like the IELTS test, it has four components: listening, reading, writing, and speaking. What are the comparisons between the two? I know that we have guests who are new, first timers, don't have any background about OET. So sabihin, turuan ko muna kayo ng konting background, all right? So for test, listening, reading, writing, speaking. Um, which one is more expensive? It's OET, okay? OET is like 500 plus Australian dollars. So in Philippine money, it's around 23 or 24,000 pesos. Compared to the IELTS test, it's around 12K almost. Okay, so it's twice the price, but you might be wondering why more and more people are taking it instead of the IELTS test. Well, because in some ways, let me just be very careful about this. In some ways, some parts are easier for medical professionals, not for everyone, of course, but for medical professionals only. Okay, for instance, listening, I'd say it's about the same. Reading the reading test of the OET is a little bit more technical, okay, compared to the IELTS test, but it's still, people still pass it. Writing, there's a big difference in writing because in the IELTS test, you have 60 minutes to complete two tasks, okay? Isang report and an essay. The report, 150 words, the essay, 250 words, total of 400 words in 1 hour. In the OET test, the writing, there's only one task. It's just a letter. That's it. No essays, no reports, just one letter, 180 to 200 words, and they will give you 45 minutes. Yung isa, 400 minutes, 60 minutes. Itong isa, 180 words, 45 minutes. Okay, and it's just a letter. So you won't need to think about two things. Isa lang ang iniisip sa writing ng OET. And finally, okay, the speaking test has these two speaking tests, they have a big difference. IELTS po kasi, okay, they can actually ask you about so many topics, anything under the sun. All right. But for the OET test, it's always a medical situation. And in fact, I'm going to focus on the speaking test tonight so that, you can make an informed choice which test is better for you. Okay. And which one will be worth your money more. Right. So dito tayo sa speaking test muna. Okay. So let me share this screen for you. Okay, first let me start with some tips. Okay, some tips for the speaking test. Let me just minimize this. There you go. Where is it? Okay, there you go. So there's a blank document in front of you, right? So I'm gonna be typing the tips one by one, and if you want, you can copy them to your notebook so that you will easily remember them. Okay, so what are my tips for the OET exam? Number one, okay, first thing that you should be doing while you are preparing is use your cell phone's calendar, and your alarms. Actually, this is applicable not only for the OET, but for any test that you're preparing for. Okay, because a lot of teachers online and face-to-face and review centers and schools all over the world, ang default answer nila is practice. Okay, how do you get better? Practice. How do I pass this test? Practice. And you know what? Even the students know that already. Okay, practice. Pero, a lot of people think they're practicing, but actually they're only doing like 10% of what they can do, or they're not doing it properly at all. When you say practice, it has to be regular. Okay, practice means repetition, repeat over and over. It's not something that you do once or twice a month. Okay, it's something that you do every few days, every couple of days, mas maganda. If you can do it every day, why not? Okay, I mean, if you pass these tests, OET, the IELTS test, and whatever test you're gonna take, it changes your life, diba? It allows you to level up, to get to the next stage, kumbaga. Okay, so if it's really important to you, you're gonna do it regularly. So you know how to do it. Don't tell yourself don't tell yourself this, sige, magpa-practice ako pag meron akong oras. Yan, yan. Pag hindi pa ako inaantok. O kaya pag natuloy yung ano ko, yung leave ko, pa-practice ako. O kaya magli-leave ako 2 weeks before my test. Yan. Gagamitin ko yung vacation leave 2 weeks, mag-aaral lang ako. Guys, that's not very effective. Okay? What you need to do is, you just need to study for 30 minutes to 1 hour, but make it every day. Okay? O sige, 6 days a week na lang, tanggalin mo na yung Sunday. What's important is, you do a little bit every day. And it's actually harder than going to a review center or going to an online class and then sitting for 6 hours. Mas madali pa yun eh. Okay? Yung everyday effort na 30 minutes is actually harder, but that's why it's more effective, because when you do something on a regular basis, it implants in your mind much better. So what do? Ang gawin nyo, i-calendar nyo na agad. So you can download any calendar app or just simply use Google Calendar. It's free anyway, it's convenient. It's already connected to your Gmail. Okay, and then, plan the next week or the next 2 weeks. What are you gonna do? Kunwari, this Monday. Okay? What are you gonna do to improve your score? Maybe for 30 minutes, you're gonna watch a webinar. You're gonna watch a replay of this. Pwede. And then on Tuesday, you're gonna do a listening test. On Wednesday, you're gonna do a reading test. Ang importante, nakasulat. Why? A lot of people rely too much on their willpower and on their memory. Guys, human memory is flawed. Okay? Human willpower is not strong. Ang gawin nyo, isulat nyo sa papel, because writing down things, writing down stuff is powerful. Ako personally, when I want to get something done, naglilista ako. And then gumagawa ako ng checklist and then I cross them out. It's really gratifying. It feels good. If you've been trying to prepare for the test at di kayo nagsasucceed, or if you failed the test already, okay, and this time you want to pass, why don't you try this? Okay, just sit down. When you have some free time, sit down, and then for the next 7 days, planuhin nyo, what am I gonna do on Thursday? Be specific, wag sabihin na, Thursday, review OET. Hindi po ganun. It has to be specific. Di ba? When you have a goal, be specific. Anong oras? Huwag nyo sabihin, I will practice speaking on Friday. No? What time? Friday, I will practice OET speaking from 7 to 7:30 p.m. Ganun pong magplano. Specific. Naka-oras. Lagay nyo na rin yung duration. And then do it no matter what happens, as much as possible. All right? And then, if you want to level it up, you can even set an alarm, like to remind you. Okay? Maybe 1 hour before or 30 minutes before. Okay? So, meron na kayong cellphone. I mean, you work so hard to buy that nice phone of yours, or pinadala ni tita yung iPhone 26 ninyo. Ano na bang iPhone ngayon? 13, 14, something like that. Okay? So, sayang naman kung di nyo gagamitin. Kung pinapang-browse nyo lang ng Facebook, your cell phone is a powerful computer. You can use it to succeed in your career and in your life. So, gamitin nyo po yung calendar and alarms ninyo. I think that's the first thing that anyone listening right now should do. Curious lang ako, sa mga participants natin here in Zoom and online, how many of you have tried, doing a calendar of activities for your review? Kina-calendar nyo ba? Anyone? Let's see some responses. Sometimes, okay, sometimes it's better than no. Di ba? Or better than none. So, okay, ito, I promise you, okay, if you haven't tried it, gawin nyo lang, just do it for this coming week. Okay? From November 1 to 6. Try nyo lang and see if it makes a difference. Okay, this is good. I'm getting some feedback here. Someone said Mondays work, okay, and weekends review. Oh, okay. How has that been working for you? Okay, so you've been learning, right? Pero if you just review 30 minutes a day, oh yeah, not good, right? Yeah. Kasi the tendency is if you just review on the weekends, you're probably gonna forget about half or more, okay, of the things that you studied. Kasi nga, there's no repetition. Alam niyo naman yan, guys, you're medical professionals listening to me. Di ba you know how memory works? Neuroscience, di ba? If you want something to implant in your long-term memory, it needs to repeat in your short-term memory. So if you wait 5 days before reinforcing that knowledge, walang implantation ng memory mangyayari. So guys, there should be some repetition. If you just review on the weekends, at least man lang Tuesday night, just review your notes. Okay? Or Wednesday night, do something related to what you learned nung Sunday. Ganun lang. But it's better if you actually do something every day. Kahit ano lang, kahit 15 minutes lang. 15 minutes, magugulat kayo. No? You will see wonders. So if you haven't tried it yet, okay, if you haven't been succeeding in improving your skills for the test, try nyo lang this week. Tapos balitaan nyo ako sa IFNG if it works for you. Okay, well, in fact, I know it works because I've had a lot of students coming from, other places, other review centers. Okay, and then yun lang yung tinuro ko sa kanila. Okay, and it made a big difference. Okay, they failed like 3 or 4 times. And then instead of teaching them about IELTS or OET, nag-focus muna ako sa study skills. Because, this is something that's lacking in a lot of review center programs. They teach you, okay, this is the OET, this is the IELTS, okay, this is the format, but they don't teach you how to study properly. Okay, study skills, they're as important as your knowledge about the test itself. Okay, thank you for being honest, by the way. Okay, to those people who replied in the chat. Okay, I know medyo nakakajaya, but remember, okay, hindi naman tayo magkakilala, and the names that you're using right now, they might not even be real. So huwag kayo masyadong maya. Okay, sabihin nyo lang. So, naku, gusto ko itong narinig ko. Sabi ni, someone said, okay, try ko, sir. Okay, I'm gonna try doing a calendar. Pero sobrang tamad ko mag-aral. Oh my God, you sound like me. Nakarelate ako. Ma'am, ako yan. Okay, kung meron akong taong kilala na sobrang tamad mag-aral, ako yun. Okay, ang tamad-tamad kong mag-aral. Okay, kaya lagi yung puyat nung college eh. Bakit? I have 10 days to study. Mag-aaral ako 2 days before. Cramming. Okay, and I think that's why I'm effective as a teacher kasi I know what it feels to, I failed some subjects, honestly. Okay, wala naman perfectong tao. So, I failed some subjects. So now I know what to do. Because I know what caused those failures eh. O, isipin nyo ba, naka-9 ako sa IELTS? Okay. O, di ba? Parang talaga, hindi ka naman nag-aaral ah. Okay, but I learned from that. Okay, so now, I have techniques that force me to study kasi nga alam ko, tamad ako. And this calendar thing parang maliit na bagay, pero oh my God, ang powerful niyan. In fact, I don't just write it on a notebook kasi alam ko here's my journal. Here's my notebook. Pag dito ko sinulat, isasara ko lang yan tapos itatapon ko dito. Yan. Wala na. Ako ang ginawa ko to force myself, I actually have I installed a big whiteboard here in front of me. Oo nga, nakarelate ang mga tamad Yeah, tamad forever. Okay, so I put a big whiteboard in front of me here. And then I write it in big red letters. Yung mga deadlines ko, yung mga kailangan kong gawin. And usually nagagawa ko yung half. Uy, half is better than nothing My God, you should see my deadlines. You should see my whiteboard. Okay, but I'm really, it gives me a boost of endorphins kapag nakikita ko na meron akong nasasagutan, na meron akong natatapos. So guys, try nyo lang. Try nyo. Okay? Yan. Imbes na mapuyat tayo kasi naman na hindi maganda sa exam yung puyat eh. Okay? In fact, naalala ko nung 2019, nagpuyat ako. Baba tuloy nung writing score ko. Okay, I regretted that. I think I only had 3 hours of sleep. So, by the time na mag-writing, medyo yung utak ko hindi na umaandar. I got a low score in writing. Would you like to know? Gusto nyo chismis? Gusto nyo malaman? I only got I think it was 7.5. Okay, yeah. So yeah, that was my lowest score in writing, and I regretted it na ano, nagpuyat-puyat pa ako. Tapos computer delivered pa yun. So medyo kakantok. Okay, it's a good thing nabawi ko dun sa ibang test naman. Okay, so okay lang yan. Nag-average pa rin ako ng 8.5 nun. So I'm still pretty happy with it. Okay, pero could have gotten higher. Sayang pera eh. So anyway, so yeah, try to use your technology, no? Use your calendars. Tapos ano, alarm nyo. Okay, mag-set kayo ng alarm, 3, 4, 5. Unlimited naman yung ano, yung alarms dito sa cellphone, walang bayad. Kung alam mo tamad ka, may diskarte yan. And sometimes, it's not your English. It's not your English that's the problem. Eh. It's not your English that makes you fail. It's your bad study habits. Okay, so try nyo muna this week. Imbes na mag-English yung focus nyo, try focusing on your study skills. Try nyo lang. Balitaan nyo ako. Next. Next step, not only for speaking, but for everything else. You really want to pass, you really want to be prepared. Kailangan naka-time yung practice. Okay, I'm gonna teach you the format of the speaking test. Okay, but before I do that, kailangan naka-oras. Okay? Kunwari, kung yung isang role play is 5 minutes, don't practice it for 10 minutes. Kailangan 5 minutes. Okay? Kung ang isang role play is 5 minutes, don't finish it in 4. Kailangan as much as possible, close to 5, because that's what you're gonna experience in the test. I mean, I've been teaching for 16 years. Okay, minsan, a student will submit to me a piece of nice writing. Sasabihin ko, oh wow, ano to, this might be a 7 or an 8. Yan, bawal magbigay ng eksaktong score. So, magbibigay ako ng range. Oh, it might be a 7 or an 8 depending on this. Okay? Tapos, oh sir, thank you. That's so nice to hear. Tapos tatanong ko, by the way, sir, did you time yourself? How much time did it take you to write this? Tapos sasabihin, maybe an hour. Sasabihin ko, maybe an hour. Can you give me the exact time? Is it 62 minutes, 65 minutes? Is it 55 minutes? Sir, tinansya ko lang eh. Ay, naku. Bakit? During the test ba, tatansyahin ng invigilators yung oras? Hindi. They're gonna be timing it. So you should practice under time pressure. If you don't time your practice, it's close to useless. Okay? Kung yung time limit is 40 minutes, then that's it. That's what you give yourself. You don't give yourself 45 minutes. You don't give yourself 2 hours. You give yourself 40 minutes. Okay? Okay, fine. At least man lang, markahan nyo yung 40 minutes. So at 40 minutes, I finished here, paragraph 3. Okay, at least alam niyo. Always be aware of the time when you're practicing anything. No, your reading test, your writing test, your speaking test, always time it. Okay. For listening, actually, you don't need to time it because, it has its own time naman. Automatic na yun. Okay? So guys, if you've been practicing without timing yourself, oh man, start doing it. That's a bad habit. Okay? Next. Tip number 3. Paano gumaling, lalo na sa speaking? You need to record yourself. Have you ever tried recording yourself and and did you actually listen to it? Okay? Kung nirecord mo yung sarili mo, hindi mo naman pinakinggan, then you wasted your battery. Okay? You wasted your your charging time. Sayang naman, gamitin ninyo. Okay? So guys, record yourself, listen to the recording. Why is it important to record yourself? So that you know how other people hear you. You know, the voice that you hear right now, your voice, not my voice, your voice, okay? How you hear your voice is not the same way others hear it. Okay? Para maybe to you, your voice sounds very rich and bassy, malaman. Pero you know what? It's gonna be different. Okay, when other people listen to it and then when you record it on the phone. Okay? Bakit? Mababaw. Kasi when you speak, your voice actually reverberates sa mga buto natin on your bones. But other people don't hear that. So, you'd be surprised iba yung boses mo. Okay? If you record yourself, you'll probably hear your mistakes without other people, without a teacher, without a tutor like me telling you. Kayo mismo marirealize ninyo. Because I do this with students. Okay? We do some group practice or individual practice pero recorded lang. And then I ask them to critique each other or to critique themselves. Depende kung mahihain yung students. And then they say, sir, I have too many ums. Or sir, I stop in the middle of the sentence pala. It's irritating. It's not good to hear. Magugulat kayo. Okay? Marirealize nyo na lang yung mistakes ninyo. So guys, it's free. Just use your phone. If you haven't done it yet, try it tomorrow. Okay? Try it on Monday and then, oh man, you're gonna see some improvements. Okay? Next tip po. Okay, where's that? Okay, here you go. So our next tip is, if you practice, make sure that it's, that you're trying to imitate the actual testing conditions as much as possible. Okay, because this is a real challenge right now because some of you review in the hospital. Okay, yung mga night shifts sa inyo, no? Pag walang pasyente, nurse station, tapos nakatago dito sa desk ninyo yung yung reviewer yan, tapos para hindi makita nung nung chief nurse or kung sino mang in charge. Okay, I've heard a lot of stories like that. Okay, some of you naman, okay, because puro work from home, everybody's at home nowadays, yung mga students di lumalabas, yung mga parents, kapatid ninyo work from home din. So it's hard to concentrate kasi ang daming istorbo. Okay, so nangyayari, you're doing a reading drill, tapos sasabihin nila, Mane, mamaya na yan, kumain ka na muna. And then what happens? Mami, nagpa-practice ako. Mamaya na yan. Okay, and then you stop, di ba? And then you go back to the test after dinner, inaantok ka na, hindi mo na matatapos. Guys, if you're gonna do a reading test, okay, follow the time limits, do it within the time limit. If you're gonna do a speaking test, okay, huwag kayong magta-time out. Right? I experienced that eh. I practice with a lot of students. Minsan yung iba, okay naman yung sagot. Sasabihin, oh, can I ask you a few questions? So when did you start experiencing asthma? Tapos, sir, time out. Guys, walang time out. You finish it first. And then doon yung pag-usapan. Okay? So practice like what would happen in the actual test. Otherwise, you're just you're not maximizing it. Sayang yung pinractice ninyo, di ba? Eh, alam ko mahirap. I know. I've been teaching it, doing it for 16 years. In fact, I started online teaching 2012 eh. So, it's not because of the pandemic. I really started very early. Okay? Yung ibang nagtuturo kasi, they were forced, di ba, to shift to online teaching because of the pandemic. Pero ako, matagal na, 2012 pa po nag-start na. Alright? So guys, as much as possible, actual testing conditions. Kunwari, if you're gonna take a paper-based test, mag-practice kayo, mas maganda. If, kung may printer kayo, you practice on printed material. If you're taking a computer-based test, okay, mag-practice kayo with the keyboard. Kasi nagpa-practice ka on paper, tapos actual test, you're gonna practice on a keyboard. Does that make sense? I know it's obvious to some of you, but you'd be surprised how many people do it that way. Okay, I've taught thousands of students already. Minsan nakaka-surprise yung mga yung mga lapses. Okay? Next tip po. And this is important. Practice with someone better than you or with someone who knows. Okay? Because I had a student a few days ago. Tapos I asked her a question. Tapos sabi ko, ma'am, ba't ganito yung sagot mo? Okay, it doesn't sound good. Sir, kasi yan yung tinuro sa akin nung ka-practice ko doon. Meron kaming group. Pra-practice kaming speaking. Tapos yan yung sabi niya, okay. But it's not applicable to the test. Or sorry, it's not applicable to the question. Hindi naman porke may technique, lahat na lang pwede mong ganyan. And secondly, ma'am, this guy who told you, don't tell me the name, but can you tell me about him? Sir, he's very confident, he sounds good. Okay, what did he get in the test? Sir, I don't know. Okay. Did he mention if he's taken the test? Sir, daw, nag-take na yata? Kailan? Sir, mga 5 years ago. Oh, okay. Did he get 9 or 8 or 7 or 6? Gets you ba yung point ko? So if it's good to listen to different people and get different types of advice. Pero yung kasing advice, merong quality yan. Okay? The advice of a band 6 is not the same as the advice of a band 9. Not the same. Alright? So maganda nagpa-practice pero pipiliin nyo rin yung ka-practice nyo because instead of improving you, they might be pulling you down. Alright? So are they even qualified? So kasi I also hear some students tell me, ano ba yung sinasabi niya? Sir, yung anak ko, ang galing mag-English. Nagulat nga ako. Kakapanood ng YouTube. Gumaling na siyang mag-English. Okay. So, nag-IELTS na ba yung anak mo? Or nag-OET na ba? How old is your child? Sir, 9 years old. So yung 9 years old, matutulungan ka mag-practice for your OET or for your IELTS speaking test. Diba? Minsan, hindi masyadong clear-cut yung thinking. Let's use logic. All right? So guys, if it's just like playing any sport, you want to be better, you play with someone better than you. You play with the best, you become the best. Okay? Next. This one is very specific for the OET speaking test. No? Hindi to applicable sa ibang test. This one is, number 7 is only for OET. Boost your medical knowledge. I know you're nurses and you've passed the you've passed the board exam. Pero pustahan tayo. Some of you haven't been practicing. Baka nag-call center kayo. Okay, in the past, or maybe you just started practicing a few months ago, but for 10 years nasa call center kayo. Okay, so logi kayo ng konti dyan because even though they keep on saying that OET is not a medical test, okay, lamang na lamang ka pa rin if you have a lot of medical knowledge. Remember, the topics in the speaking test can be, from a wide variety of conditions. So if they ask you about, ano ba yung mga nakita ko sa test? If they ask you about dialysis, if the patient, asks you information about it, will you be able to give info? So how many times a week do I do it? How long does one session last? And what does the dialysis machine do? What will happen if my dad or my mom doesn't do dialysis? Is it life-threatening? So would you be able to answer that? Kung hindi, then ask your friends who specialize in dialysis. How much do you know about diabetes? Because it's a very, very common common topic, okay, for the OET test. Okay. What kind of advice would you give to an obese person? Okay. So can you give specific advice about, or not pala specific, that's for doctors. For nurses, general advice lang po. Okay. Nevertheless, okay, if you have a lot of medical knowledge, especially about the common conditions, common things that you encounter in a hospital, okay, then lamang na din kayo. It's gonna be easier for you to explain. Right? And finally, final tip number 8. Excuse me, sorry about that. Final tip number 8. Okay, master the parts of the test. It's not as difficult as it sounds, okay? Because I'm gonna teach you about the format, okay? So yun po. Make sure that you know the timing, how long how long each part is, what they expect from you for each part. Okay, importante po yung mga yan. And maybe some techniques that you can apply to each of these portions. So now let me teach you all about the speaking test of OET. Yan, dito na tayo. Oops, sorry. This test will take you a total of 20 minutes. Okay? 20 minutes po yun in total. So, how do they divide this time? Yung IELTS silang kasi, it's 11 to 14 minutes. This one is 20 minutes. Okay? Pero it's actually, in my opinion, it's actually a bit easier. Why? Because they only grade 10 minutes of this. Okay? Yung 10 minutes, walang grade. It's just, it's just identity verification and it's just a warm-up. The nice thing about the OET test, they give you a warm-up period. You won't find that in any other test. Okay? It's very important kasi for non-native speakers like us na meron tayong warm-up, because it's not our native language. You cannot just, you know, do that and suddenly you're speaking straight English. Hindi, kailangan ng konting warm-up. We get better as we do it kasi. Okay? So ito yung gusto ko sa OET. So anyway, paano to divide? Okay? First 2 minutes. Okay? For the first 2 minutes, they will just verify your identity. So it's identity verification. So anong gagawin nila? The interlocutor, yun ang tawag, no? Hindi examiner. The interlocutor will introduce himself or herself. My name is Lee. I'm your interlocutor. This is a recording for the occupational English test. And then they will ask you to show your passport. May I see your passport, please? Please state your name. Okay, and your profession is nursing, is that correct? And please say your candidate number. So sasabihin nyo lahat yan at the beginning. And don't worry because all the information will be there in front of you. There will be a piece of paper with the info. Kailangan nyo lang basahin so that they can record it. Because that will be the proof that you actually took the test. Okay? Yun lang, 2 minutes. Identification lang. And then, for the next 2 minutes, they will give you some warm-up questions. Okay? So, they will only ask you like, dahil 2 minutes lang to, they only have time enough to ask you 2 or 3 questions. Okay, and the questions that they ask are already known. I mean, any good teacher will already know what they're gonna ask for the warm-up. Ang good news dito, they will not ask you about your hobbies, no, your pets, exercise, if you like singing, if you know how to play a musical instrument. Wala yun, pang-IELTS yun eh. Okay, they will not ask you what kind of stuff you read. Wala po yan, okay? What they're gonna ask you for the warm-up questions is all about your profession, you and your profession. Okay, in fact, I'm pretty sure I can tell you kung ano nang itatanong. So please get your notebooks and your ball pens or pencils. Sulat nyo, I'm gonna tell you now. Okay, I'm not gonna write it down. I want you to write it down. Why? If you write it down, it implants better in your memory. So mas maganda nagsusulat. Okay? So here's one question. Sulat niyo po. I'm gonna give you a few seconds. Okay? How long have you been a nurse? Wow, hirap. How long have you been a nurse? Okay? Done writing? How long have you been a nurse? Yeah? You can answer with 1 sentence, okay lang. You can answer with 2 sentences. Anyway, this part is not graded. So you know what? If you just say 2 years, pwede na yun eh. Okay? The interlocutor will not refuse that answer. In fact, they have to accept it. And by the way, this part is not graded. So even if you give an off-topic answer or even if you give a lousy answer, okay lang. Hindi kayo babagsak because of that. Because these are just designed, okay, so that you will get used to the interlocutor's voice para masanay ka sa boses niya and for the interlocutor to also get used to your voice para lang marinig niya. That's it. Warm up lang yan. It's not graded. Unlike in the IELTS test, no, the moment they ask you to say your name, ginegradean na kayo ng examiner. Pero ito, yung kaharap nyo, interlocutor. Ang ibig sabihin lang ng interlocutor, taga-conduct ng interview or taga-conduct ng role play. Yung examiner kasi nagre-grade. Interlocutors don't grade. They're just there to facilitate the role plays. Yun lang po yung role nila. Okay? I've been practicing the profession for 28 years now. Thank you, Emily. I'm gonna give you something better. You can say I've been practicing the profession for almost 3 decades now. Almost 3 decades is equal to 28. In terms of vocabulary, it will give you a higher grade. I've been working as a nurse for 4 years from Kate. Okay, Kate, you can say, I've been working as a nurse for almost half a decade now. Uy, half a decade, oh. Almost half a decade instead of 4 years. Okay? Although hindi to graded, okay, it gets your brain into that mode. Okay, to use better terms. So ayun po. How long have you been a nurse? Next question. What made you? Yes, you can say nearly half a decade. Uy, social. Okay. So, next question. What made you decide to become a nurse? What made you decide to become a nurse? At karamihan ng nagte-test ito ang sinasabi, Sir, actually, it wasn't my decision. My parents told me to take up nursing, or my auntie told me to take up nursing. Or I didn't know what to take. My friends decided to take up nursing. So I took nursing to be with my friends. Ayan, yan po yung mga pinakamadalas kong marinig na answer. Okay? Meron din naman yung, because, I really wanted to help people, and I think that being a nurse is a way to do that. Pwede rin. Hindi naman graded to. I mean, even if you bullshit the interlocutor, that's fine. Okay? But make sure, okay, that you speak enough para ma-warm up ka, so that you can stretch. Yan, stretch your lips, your tongue, your your mouth muscles, okay, yung throat muscles ninyo, para pagdating ng graded part, naka-warm up na. Oh, here's one. Oh, when I first saw my cousin wearing a white uniform, it inspired me to wear one as well. Ay, pwede. Narinig ko rin yan. Usually, I saw my mom yan, wearing that, and I thought to myself, I want to be like that someday. Pwede rin. Okay? Next question. Okay? What is the best part, okay, of being a nurse? What is the best part of being a nurse? Being able to help other people. Yan, pinakamadalas na sagot. Seeing the smile of my patient's face when they leave the hospital. Okay, another common answer. Okay, ano pa yung mga narinig ko? When my patient says thank you to me and I see them well. Okay, I see them healing. Yan, puro ganyan yung mga sinasabi. Wala pa akong narinig na, the salary is great. Sana one day, no, masabi ng mga nurses sa Pilipinas, the salary is great. Yan. Being part of the healthcare team gives me such gratification, especially when I see them exit the hospital. Oh, the healthcare team? Okay, so this one has a logic problem because them, pronoun, yung noun niya, healthcare team. So when you see the healthcare team exit the hospital, so ang gagawin nyo dito, yung them, papalitan nyo ng when I see patients. Para malinaw, para hindi malito yung yung ang tawag dito, referencing eh. Okay? Para hindi mamali yung referencing natin. I suppose whenever I see my patients discharge from the hospital, walking without any difficulties, it makes me feel like I've done a good job. I really love it that you're exerting so much effort now. Thank you po sa mga magagandang sagot. Okay, of course, you can still refine these answers, okay, by working with a good tutor. All right? So, it's been my dream since childhood. Okay din yan. So, we've covered 3 so far, di ba? Konti lang to, it's less than 10. The next question that they ask, by the way, no, ulitin ko lang, they won't ask all of these. Just 2 or 3 of them. Okay? How long have you been a nurse? What made you decide what's the best part of being a nurse? Another question might be, have you specialized in a specific part of the hospital? Kasi merong iba sa inyo na ER or ICU or NICU or cancer ward or dialysis. Okay, kung wala naman, then you can say, well, we get rotated every 3 months, every 3 or 4 months. So I've worked in different parts of the hospital. Pwede rin po yun. Next question. Sulat nyo sa notebook nyo. Next question is, can you tell me about any recent training that you've done? Madali lang to kasi nag-ano kayo, di ba? BLS, ACLS, or yung mga professional development units, yun ba yung tawag doon? Yung sa PRC. Okay, so seminars, workshops, and they don't even need to be true. Okay? So just think of something to say. Actually, kahit mali yung sagot niyo during this warm-up period, okay lang. Bakit? Hindi nga siya graded. Okay. So tell me about any recent training that you've done. Here's another one. Okay. Can you tell me about any of the recent developments in your profession? Okay. So ano yung mga pwedeng isagot dito? You can say that yeah, a couple of years back, the Philippine government required us to take continuing education units. I think it made it harder. It made the profession harder. O, pwede kayo comment ng ganun. Or, if you want a safe answer, you can also say na in the past few years, I noticed that we've been using computers more and more in our work as nurses. In the past, we used pieces of paper for our patient charts, but right now we just use tablets. Pagdating nyo abroad, guys, hindi na uso yung mga chart na papel. Ano na yan? Puro tablet na yan, puro computer. Each room has a computer terminal na you input the patient's details there. Pag mag-order kayo ng gamot, wala nang prescription na ganyan, tatype lang ng doktor. I-email lang niya dun sa pharmacy. Okay, ano ba yung comments dito? When the pandemic started, I haven't done any insight training, but because people nowadays need to be adaptive, most of the training and seminars are done online. So, what's the training? Okay, so you can add, something specific. Yeah, so last month, I studied this, I studied that. Or 6 months ago, I attended this, I attended that. Para mas maganda. Okay? Ano pa ba? I like this question. This is my favorite. Okay, what advice would you give to a new blank? So, a new dentist, a new veterinarian, kung ano man yung profession. Okay, sa inyo, to a new nurse. What advice would you give to a new nurse? Keep on learning. Ayan yung mga advice. O kaya, love your job. Yan. Or be patient with patients. Yan. Yan yung mga madalas kong marinig eh. Nobody says that, no? I've never heard anyone say that answer. Laging keep on learning, love your job. Okay. Nursing is an adaptive and dynamic profession. Uy, okay din yan. Okay. Is this from from Facebook? Is this from our online, from our Facebook friends? Ito mga nilalagay nyo. When I was still working in the hospital, okay, we have training annually for intravenous administration and wound care. Uy, okay ito. I like this one. Okay? So guys, yan. What advice would you give to a new nurse? Kaka-graduate pa lang, kakapasa lang ng board. Yan. It doesn't need to be long, 2 or 3 sentences. Okay? Ano pa ba? Did I forget anything? I probably forgot something. Pero mostly yan na yung yan na yung mga tinatanong nila. Right? Unfortunately, kahit ang gaganda ng ibang sagot niyo, nagbigay pa ako ng tips, hindi yan graded. Alright? So, ang good news, kung hindi masyado maganda yung sagot mo, okay lang, makakabawi ka pa dun sa graded portion. Okay? So far we've covered 4 minutes, no? So let's move on to the next part. Okay? 3 minutes naman siya. The next 3 minutes will be prep time. Okay? Prep time for role play 1. Yan yung tawag nila dyan. Okay? And then, 5 minutes po yung role play 1. And then, meron ka na namang 3 minutes, which is prep time. Prep time for role play 2. And then yung last 5 minutes, yan, this is role play 2, the second role play. For a grand total of 20 minutes. So 2, 4, 7, 12, 12 plus 3, 15 plus 5, 20 minutes. The interlocutor will try to finish it as close to 20 minutes as possible. Okay? Kasi ayaw nilang tapusin yan ng 19. Malilintikan sila. Ayaw din nilang tapusin yan ng 21 minutes. Dahil ang gusto ng Cambridge Baxil Institute of Melbourne, Australia, the owner of OET, ang gusto nila, 20 minutes. Okay? Kung pwedeng tapusin nila na eksakto gagawin nila yan. Why am I telling you this? Kasi yung ibang nagtetest, medyo hindi sensitive. Okay? Okay, insensitive na. Gusto nang tapusin ng examiner, ng interlocutor dahil overtime na. Tapos, hindi sila nagpe-pay attention. Hindi nila nakukuha yung mga cue. Okay? Guys, if there's something you need to do, you need to use your ears very well. Okay? To listen to the interlocutor, you need to use your eyes very well and look at the interlocutor. Minsan masyadong nagfo-focus dun sa sinasabi or minsan masyadong nakafocus dun sa notes. Hindi na nagpe-pay attention dun sa interlocutor. Ang interlocutor, gusto kayong tulungan yan. They want to help you as much as possible. So, sometimes they give clues. Hindi naman sinasadya, but you can sense it, in their facial expressions, in their body language, in the tone of their voice. So, pakinggan niyo yung interlocutor. Kaibigan niyo yan. Okay, these are, a lot of them are very nice people and they just want you to succeed. Pero if you don't allow them to help you, wala, sayang yung good intentions nila. Tapos uulit kayo ng test, sayang naman, di ba? So guys, use the ears. You have 2 ears, 1 mouth. You have 2 ears and 1 mouth. There's a reason for that. Okay? So let's focus on the graded part. Tingnan niyo itong prep time, itong preparation time. Ang haba. Wow, 3 minutes. In the IELTS test, yung part 2, you will speak for 2 minutes, pero yung preparation time, 1 minute lang. So 1 minute to prepare, 2 minutes to speak. Ito, ang preparation time nyo, to think about your answer, to imagine the situation, to prepare some language that you might want to use. 3 minutes, ang haba nun. In fact, a lot of candidates na iinip. Akala nila nakalimutan ng interlocutor na nag-interview. Guys, hindi. Matagal lang 3 minutes. Sir, ang problem naman doon, 5 minutes yung 5 minutes yung role play. Guys, the role play is 5 minutes, but you're not gonna be alone because the interlocutor will be role playing with you. Sasaluhin ka ng interlocutor in case you forget, to discuss one of the main points. I-remind ka niya. They'll help you. Kung nakikinig kayo, they will help you out. Unlike in the part 2 speaking of IELTS. Okay, yung 2 minutes kasi, it's a solo, it's a monologue. Mag-isa ka lang. So, pag naubusan ka, hindi ka pwedeng tulungan ng examiner. Pero dito sa OET, okay, kung medyo nawawala ka, bibigyan ka ng clue ng interlocutor. Right? So, that's why I like this. And by the way, guys, the questions that they ask you, the situations that they give you for these are derived from common hospital situations, but not in the Philippines. Okay, syempre, not in the Philippines, but saan ba ginawa yung test? Australia, di ba? So mostly, the situations that they encounter in hospitals, clinics, and community health centers in Australia, and sometimes from the UK, because Cambridge is also an owner of the OET test. Guys, ang may-ari ng OET, originally, the Baxel Institute of Melbourne, Australia, and then binili ng Cambridge yung majority share, 70% yata, if I'm not mistaken. So there are 2 owners, Australia and UK. Right? So these situations, so ano yung mga common situations ba? Ano ba mga health problems nila abroad? Diabetes, hypertension, angina. Ayan, yung mga common situations. Tapos dahil puti sila, they have a lot of skin conditions. These are the most common. So if there are topics that you need to study, ito muna mga to. Okay? Ano ba? Sa Philippines kasi minsan, medyo exotic yung na-encounter natin eh. Yung ibang sakit dito, hindi na nila na-encounter abroad, kaya hindi lumalabas sa OET. Okay? I've never encountered leptospirosis in the OET test. Lagi lang laceration, o kaya mga bruises, mga sunburn, puro ganyan lang. O yung mga eradicated conditions sa Australia, sa UK, hindi yan lalabas sa OET exam, promise. Okay? O kaya mga exotic diseases, yung mga African sleeping sickness. O kaya yung necrotizing fasciitis, naku. Wala yan, di yan lalabas sa speaking test. Ano lang, common conditions lang. O Chagas, Yung Shagas, lumabas yan sa lumabas yan sa reading test. Pero sa speaking, hindi yan lumabas. Okay? Bakit? You cannot expect. Pang doktor na yan eh. Okay? Oh, yung ano lang, yung na-encounter, yung na-encounter ng mga nurses, so mostly mga common mga lifestyle diseases yan. Ang mga na-encounter ko, smoking, cessation, okay, posible, tuberculosis. Hindi, mas madalas yung asthma eh. Asthma yan, lumalabas sa speaking test yan. Pero itong mga exotic na yan, chikungunya, ano yan, pang reading yan. Okay? Ang maganda naman sa reading, all the information is there in front of you. They will not ask you for something that came from your stock knowledge. Hindi, ibibigay nila yung sagot. It's on the paper. You just need to look for it there on the paper. Alright? So, ano pa yung mga hemorrhoids yan. Alam niyo ba't lumalabas sa test yan? Kasi 'di ba abroad kaya kaya alam niyo na. So medyo mataas yung instances ng hemorrhoids. Okay, oo. May nagkwento nga sa akin yan. Narinig ko nga yan. Okay. So, matatawa ka nga. Lalo na kasi they love eating meat, no? Problema yan yung mga hindi kumakain ng gulay. So, ang advice mo lang dyan, okay, can you tell me about your diet? So how much meat do you usually eat? How about veggies? How much? So do you eat vegetables every day? Okay, how about do you have other sources of fiber like fruit, for instance? Oh, you know what? Your problem can be helped if you just, of course, we're gonna prescribe you some medicine, but uh, you know, uh, if you eat more veggies, that will help in your bowel movement and reduce the pressure on your bottom and it will relieve the pressure of your hemorrhoids. Ayan, mga ganyan. Chika lang, hindi ako doktor. Hula lang. Minsan ko common sense mo lang. So guys, 3 minutes to prepare. And then yung role play po is 5 minutes. By the way, you will not have access to a timer. Only the interlocutor will have access to a timer. Okay, but no need to worry because, they will help you manage your time. They will finish it. Pag 5 minutes na, they will give you clues that you're supposed to finish it. Usually, they start doing that at about 4 minutes and a half. Okay, gusto na nilang tapusin yan. When they start saying, okay, no, I have no questions. Thank you, I'm okay, thank you. Kaso yung iba, kung ano na ba yung sinasabi. Okay, just to summarize, I told you how to do it. Oh my God. Kasalanan niya ng ibang videos online. I've seen tutorials online na nagsasabi at the end, you summarize you summarize the discussion. Guys, you don't need to summarize all the time. Magsa-summarize ka lang kung medyo maaga pa at wala ka ng ibang masabi. Okay? Pero pag gusto nang tapusin ng interlocutor, please, wag na sabihin na, okay, see you later, bye-bye. Mag-bye na kayo. Okay? Pakinggan nyo lang yung interlocutor, you're not gonna go wrong eh. Right? So I'd like to show you a few cards. Okay, para alam niyo yung itsura ng test. Okay, very close to the actual. Okay, here's this one is common. Yeah. So you see here, okay, and the interlocutor's card and the candidate's card. Okay. Yung pong interlocutor, yung interviewer nyo, has access to these two. Okay? They have their own card, but they also have a copy of the nurse's card. Pero kayo, the candidates, you only have this one. Ito. Yan. Yung kulay black. Candidate's card. Okay? So this will be printed on This will be printed on a half-bond paper. Okay. Go. Sorry, something's wrong with the mouse. Okay, so it will contain the title of the situation, and then the setting, and then the nurse's sabi niya, nurse, and then the tasks. Okay, so I'm gonna give you a few seconds, read through it. So let me guide you. Candidates card number 53, nursing, cut. Setting, emergency department nurse. You're talking to the parent. So you're not talking to the boy, no, you're talking to the parent of a 2-year-old boy who sustained a cut to his right arm today after an accident in their home. The child seems to be in a lot of pain. The parent feels very badly about what happened. Parent. So what do you need to do? You calm the parent down, find out the details of the accident, explain how you will treat Ben's cut, and then give advice on safety precautions in the home. Yan lang yung gagawin ninyo. Tignan natin yung card ng interlocutor. Okay, it says here, interlocutor's card 53, cut, setting emergency department. You are the parent of a 2-year-old son who sustained a cut to his right arm in an accident in your home. You left a pair of scissors on the kitchen table. Your son is in pain and won't stop crying. You feel so guilty about what happened. So, susundan to ng interlocutor, they will act as if they're guilty. So, please, whatever you see the interlocutor expressing, minsan parang galit or irritated sa inyo, it's nothing personal. They act like that because it's written in the cards. Yung iba kasi nagpapanik. Minsan sasabihin ng interlocutor, oh no, I don't believe that. I don't agree with you. I think that's not a good piece of advice. Or, oh no, I won't do that. Okay. Tapos na, no, parang, wala na. Okay, so they get nervous and then they don't do a good job. Guys, it's just part of the test because you're gonna encounter that abroad. So you just, if they start doing that, you just listen to them. Okay, and then you address it like an adult. Pero don't argue with them. You're supposed to be patient-centered. Diba? You're supposed to care about the welfare of the patient. Huwag niyo aawayin. Okay, just explain it to them. Okay, like adults, explain it like a professional. Okay, kung naman umiyak yung pasyente, then you commiserate with them. Oh, what's the problem? You know what, I can help you with this. So why don't you tell me so I can help you out? So I can give you some advice. Okay? Hindi naman sila mag-OA. Konting acting lang. Right? But remember, it's a role play. So if your mindset is you're acting, mas madali siya. Okay? So pwede nyo nang ilabas yung Oscar Awards ninyo. Okay? Your inner artista, ilabas na ninyo during the OET test. Chance nyo na to. Kailan pa kayo kailan pa kayo mag-iinerte? Toxic tita. So anyway, you will have 2 of these. So dalawang magkaibang sitwasyon. Usually, they're totally unrelated to each other. Bakit dalawa? Well, to give them 2 chances to assess you. Kasi minsan, because you're not used to it, palpak yung una. But if you do well in the second one, bawi, papasa ka pa rin. Okay? Or sometimes, you do really well in the first one because you're familiar with it. Kunwari, ICU nurse and the situation is, an ICU patient. Pero yung pangalawang condition, dermatology, hindi ka familiar. So they'll take into consideration your good performance in the first role play. So mababalance din yan. That's why, for me, you have 2 chances sa una. Diba? At least, okay? Pumalpa ka sa isa, may chance ka pa rin. Okay? Yung patient daw, sinabi, I would like to speak to the manager. Naku, galing ng call center yan. Alam na alam mo call center tips. Mahilig sa, I'd like to speak to your manager. Yan. Pero sa hospital, hindi sinasabi. No? Okay? Sabi ni Kate, I know this must be difficult for you to see your child in this situation. Ay, ganda. Try not to be worried you are the right place. Could you tell me what exactly happened to your child? Okay, that's a beautiful suggestion. Alam niyo, okay ito. Bakit? In most review centers, ang tinuturo nila, ito, nairita ako pag narinig ito. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Puro ganun, parang, guys, yeah, empathy statements are good, pero don't overdo them. Kasi yung ibang magtuturo ng OET, parang yun na lang yung alam nilang ituro. Guys, your response should depend on the situation. Tsaka tandaan nyo, if you do that too much, oh, I'm sorry to hear that. If you do that too much, it might cause them to lose confidence in you and in themselves. Bakit? people don't go to a hospital, okay, just to hear people say, "Nakakawawa ka naman. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that." And there's naintindihan ko. You know, ako no, I go to the hospital kasi di ko alam gagawin ko. So I need to hear solutions. I need to hear what they're gonna say or see them treating my problem. Okay? Kung masyado kayong "Oh, I'm sorry to hear that." Baka isipin niya, "Ay naku, my God, yung mismong doktor o kaya mismong nurse nagpapanik, mamamatay na ako." Instead of giving them hope, they might lose hope if you if you over empathize. So please, empathize ka ng konti, pero give them solutions. That's what they came there for. So okay itong kay Kate, no? Nag-empathize siya. I know this must be difficult for you. Okay, and then nagbigay ng reassurance, second sentence, try not to be worried because you are in the right place. And then, minove along yung conversation, imbis na puro empathy na lang. O ito, tutulungan kita, sosolusyonan ko. Okay, so what happened? Tell me what happened so I can treat it. Ganyan ang professional, ganyan sumagot. Okay? What else? What other tips can I give you? Guys, yeah. A lot of you, if you started preparing for the OET, you probably prepare some kind of generic opening, no? Yung lagi ko narinig, hello, my name is Lee. Your nurse for today. Puro ganyan, no? Good morning, my name is Lee. I'm the nurse here. Puro ganyan, or please tell me your name. Parang ganon. Guys, yung opening statement kasi, okay, kayo yung in charge, hindi yung interlocutor. Baligtad in the other English tests, okay, the examiner or the interlocutor asks you a question and then you answer. Pero dito sa OET, ikaw ang magsisimula. Okay, which is good because you have control, you have the power. However, some people just memorize generic opening statements. Wag, kailangan you base it on the situation, you base it on the setting. I mean, it's okay to say that, hi, good morning. My name is Lee and I'm a nurse here. Okay, how may I help you today? That would be okay in some situations. For example, if somebody's inquiring dun sa information desk or sa nurse station, you can start it like that. Okay, but what if the patient has been there for several days na, for a week or post-op, ganyan. Siyempre, hindi mo sasabihin, hi, my name is Lee, I'm your nurse for today. Bakit? Kilala ka na niyan eh. Okay, so yung opening mo doon, good morning, Mr. De Jesus. How are you feeling today? You remember me? Yeah? I saw you before the operation. Pwedeng ganun, di ba? Kasi nga, nakita na kayo niyan. Okay, o kaya emergency situation tulad nito. The patient's parent, di ba? Kausap mo. Sasabihin mo ba, good morning, my name is Lee. I'm the nurse for today. Hindi pwede. Okay, mas maganda itong sinabi ni Kate. Di ba? Kasi if it's an emergency situation, huwag mo nang tanong yung pangalan. Tanong mo na agad ano yung nangyari. Di ba? So you can start treating it and then you can get information later during treatment or after treatment nga pwede, di ba? Paano kung yung sitwasyon, home visit? Di ba? Ako ganito, if it's a home visit situation, ako ang una kong ginagawa, kumakatok ako. Knock knock, katok ka. Yeah, hi. I'm looking for Mr. Lee J. De Jesus. Is he in the house or is he in? Why? Who are you? My name is Lee, and I was sent here by Dr. De Jesus. To inform him about this new medication. May I come in? Kasi home visit, di ba? So very important that you pay attention to the setting para alam nyo paano magsimula, and it will help you imagine it better and get things going. All right? Yes. And then during the role play, of course, instead of looking too much at the card, mas maganda, pakinggan nyo na lang yung interlocutor. Kasi minsan may sasabihin yung interlocutor, off-topic yung sagot. Why? Because, you're paying too much attention to the card. Okay? What matters is you address what the interlocutor is saying. Yung card na yan, guide lang yan. You pay attention to it during the 3-minute preparation. But after that, wag na. Okay? Just you can finish the whole thing without looking at the card just by listening to the interlocutor. Okay? So now I'm gonna give you a bonus. Okay. For those people who are willing to, because we don't know each other, and your names, you don't even need to use your real names. Okay, people on Facebook, you can transfer here to the Zoom room, and if you want, I can do a role play with maybe one or two of you. What's the time anyway? It's 10:14. Yeah, I don't want to take up the whole 2 hours, no. Ayoko na makabutin tayo ng 11 dito. So I'm gonna practice with maybe one or two of the admins here dito sa IFNG, and then if some people in the audience want a free assessment, then join us so that I can do the role play with you. Good question, Kate. Sabi niya, instead of asking the interlocutor their name, can I use an invented name? You know what? Involve your interlocutor. It can be, some of them might be insulted if you do that. Consult with them. Guys, during the 3 minutes, please, you can speak to your interlocutor. Okay, Maya, if you see something that you don't know how to pronounce, is it diabetes or diabetes? Okay lang, tanangin niyo yung examiner, interlocutor, di ba? Oh, how do you pronounce it? So that you won't make the mistake. Okay, and then if the situation says na magkakilala kayo, you're supposed to know their names already, or even if it's indicated in the chart na, kasi patients, they have charts naman, di ba? Kahit na meron chart, tanungin niyo yung interlocutor, involve them in the decision kasi they might be surprised. Remember, not all of the interlocutors are veterans. Some of them might be doing it for the first time, baka first day nila. They might not be able to handle that situation. Okay? Pero maganda tong question mo, Kate. I love these smart questions, all right? Sige. So, while you're deciding if you want to volunteer, okay, one of the IFNG admins, okay, decided to volunteer first. All right. Sir Manny? Yeah. Okay lang yan. Huwag kang kabahan. I'll take care of this.
Sir,
Okay?
don't worry. I'm not even a nurse, but I'm helping you out. Don't worry.
Oo nga.
I'm here
Okay
for
lang
you.
yan. So, since you're not a nurse, what we can do is you can play the role of a patient kasi yun yung madali. That's the easy part.
Ay,
Okay,
sir,
and then ako,
ano na lang ako,
Mm.
nurse na lang kunwari. Nurse na
or
lang
we can
kunwari.
do,
I saw the
we
task
can do
card.
both.
I saw the task
Okay?
card. It's difficult. The interlocutor's task card is
Hindi.
difficult.
Akala mo lang yan. Okay, okay, we're gonna do two, all right?
All right.
Sige. So that I can show you both sides. So I'm gonna first role play, I'll be the patient, you'll be the
Mhm.
nurse, and then we're gonna switch
All right.
afterwards.
Sure.
Pero
Got it.
magkaibang situation.
All right.
Okay?
Sure.
So which topic would you like to use, Manny?
This one, because we've been preparing for this behind the scenes.
Alin? Yung cut or
that
yung...
cut. What? That cut.
Okay, all right. Sige. Ayaw mo yung hypertension or high cholesterol, ganun.
Yeah. There's high cholesterol. I think I can relate to that one.
That's a
Yeah.
common one eh. Sige.
All
Hanapin
right.
natin.
Let's go with high cholesterol.
Okay. What's the number of the card kasi? Because I have a lot. I forgot the number. Ayun. I think
Ayan.
it's
I like this
51.
one. Yeah.
Okay. So, people in the audience.
Guys, you can
Maganda
participate after me.
Yeah. So si Manny muna, and then if we still have time, I can entertain maybe one or two of the participants. Okay. I'm gonna do a split screen because I want to show you both of the cards. Wait lang. Kasya ba? Okay, guys. Remember, if you're the nurse, you're only gonna see the black card. Okay, but since this is practice, I want to show you both. All right. So reduce ko lang to. Is it still readable? My
Yeah.
screen?
Yes, sir.
Kita naman? Sige.
Yep.
So guys, remember, you will have 3 minutes to prepare. So ako nang bahala sa timing. So Manny will be the nurse, and I will be Rico. Ako yung may high cholesterol porque ba
Game face off. All right. Game face
40
off.
na ako. Sige. All right,
All right,
so 3 minutes to prepare. Yeah.
All
3
right.
minutes to prepare. Okay, audience, while Manny is thinking, please remember the card will be printed on a piece of paper and you can make notes. Pwede po kayong magsulat. Okay, and then you can look at it during the role play. Pero ako ang advice ko, not too much. Malilito lang kayo. Okay, reminder, the setting is a health clinic. Okay, so bumibisita yung patient kasi gusto mag-inquire. All right, you may now begin the role play. We have 5 minutes for this. Go ahead, please.
All right. What seems to be the problem, sir?
Yeah, hi. Before I tell you about that, nurse, may I know your name so I can feel
Okay.
more
My
comfortable
name
with
is
you?
Nurse. Yeah, my name is Nurse Manny. I've been assigned to your case for today, and it seems to me that you have some sort of problem with your laboratories. Kindly explain it to me.
Wow. Oh, okay. I don't know how you knew about that. You must be psychic, but yeah. Manny, right, Manny? Okay, my name is Lee, by the way. Hi Manny, nice to meet you. And yeah, I went to my doctor a few days ago and he told me I have a problem with my cholesterol, which is a shock for me because I don't know, it's the first time I've had a disease or anything like that. But the problem is I was so nervous I forgot about about the things that he discussed. So I just wanted to ask a professional, what to do because I'm really nervous about having high cholesterol.
Well, I think everything will be fine as long as you follow certain lifestyle tips that your general practitioner is going to advise you. Um,
Yeah,
although,
but as I told you, he already did that, but I forgot. So maybe you can give me some general tips on
all right,
the lifestyle. What did you say? What lifestyle? What?
lifestyle tips. All right.
Lifestyle
Um,
tips, yeah.
Before we do that, I would like to ask a couple of questions regarding your overall
Mhm,
health.
mhm.
Lifestyle activities. Activities. Do you exercise?
Oh no, I have work. I'm married. We have like 5 kids, so I don't have time for that.
All right. So next question is, are you eating a well-balanced diet?
I just eat whatever my wife puts on the plate because she's in charge of cooking.
Okay. Um, and what sort of activities keep you busy?
Work, earning money for the kids. That's it. I actually work 6 days a week, and then I rest on Sunday.
Okay, based on your initial answers, I think you might be at risk, but don't you worry. I'll give you a couple of advices that
Mm-hmm.
might might improve your overall health, especially with maintaining your cholesterol.
Oh,
First of
that
all,
would be nice.
Mhm. First of all, I would suggest you refrain from involving yourself in any stressful activities. It could include anything
Mm,
from your work. It could also be family
like
life.
like what? Can you be more
Um,
specific? What do you mean by stressful activities?
all right. What sort of work do you do, sir?
Work, I'm an accountant. So I do,
Okay.
yeah, I work
So,
for the commission on audit. So,
so
it's
based
not a
on,
stressful job at all.
uh-huh. So anything related to your stress levels would probably be could it couldn't come from work, but could also come from
Mhm.
family life. It could also come from finances. Anything to avoid stress from that with that regard
Mhm.
would probably improve your would probably decrease your stress levels.
That's gonna
Aside,
be that's gonna be a problem since I was trying to joke with you, to kid with you a
Mhm,
little earlier, but it's a very stressful job, and as I told you, I have 5 kids. 4 of them are teenagers, so
mhm.
it's a bit stressful.
All right. So aside from avoiding a stressful environment, I would probably suggest you get some exercise because based on my initial assessment, as you've mentioned before, you're living a sedentary lifestyle. Is that correct? You don't exercise.
Yeah, okay. I'll try to do that. All right.
All right. Another thing is to avoid smoking, um,
Mhm.
anything related to foods that are a little bit salty and fatty foods, those
No,
kinds
I
of
don't
foods.
smoke. That's not a problem, but I'll tell my wife not to put too much salt on the food.
Wonderful. All right. And lastly, getting a regular checkup with your general
Mhm.
practitioner would be one of the most ideal things you could do.
Oh, okay. So I'll get back to my doctor. All right. That's been
All right.
very helpful. Thank you very much.
If you
And
have,
yeah, thank you
uh,
for the
yeah.
tips.
All right. Any other questions? I'll give you a brochure
Mm-hmm.
regarding information about managing your cholesterol levels and anything related to your lipid profiles.
All right.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you.
Have a
Bye
nice day.
bye. Okay, that's a good start. Not perfect, but
It's not perfect. It's my first time, sir. I'm terribly sorry.
yeah, first time. That's a good first time. Okay. Considering you're not a nurse, sabi mo?
I'm not. I'm just channeling my inner nurse
Ah,
Jackie.
you did better than some of the nurses I've interviewed, actually. That's pretty good. Okay, there are a few things that we can improve there. Again, the answer, some minor grammar errors, but everybody has them naman. Okay, like ano ba yung isang obvious, yung advices, just say
Yeah,
advice.
yeah, yeah. I
It's
was
not
thinking I would say
pluralized.
advice because I have a lot of things written down.
Yeah. Secondly, what's the situation? It's actually a health clinic, or sa dating niya, it's a community health center. Okay, kasi sabi niya dito, you went to a health center clinic to inquire about. So parang barangay center. So actually, you don't have my lipid profile or my test kasi
Okay, okay, okay.
because I just visited you because I forgot what my
Uh,
doctor said. Tapos siguro napadaan ako, tapos naisip ko, makapagtanong nga sa nurse.
uh, uh, uh.
Yan. So we're not really, patient
Oh,
nurse.
okay, okay.
Hindi
Sorry.
pa
I
ako
thought I
level.
have a chart with me. So
Mhm.
that's why you said
No,
I'm
that's
psychic.
Oo, napansin mo ba 'yun? Kasi yung mga ano, yung mga interlocutor minsan ano, nagbibigay ng mga gano'ng clue. Okay. Tapos I tried to kid with you earlier. Sabi ko, ano, I work with the commission on audit so it's not stressful at all. Alam naman nating stressful 'yun. Tapos 5 anak, 'di ba? So, what else can you do? Do'n naman sa diet, don't give up too easily. Sabi niya, I eat whatever my wife, puts on the plate. Maybe you can be more specific with the questions. Okay, how much meat do you eat, in a day? How many times do you eat meat?
Yeah.
Does it include vegetables? Mga ano lang, gano'n lang. What kind of veggies? Para lang mas marami kang ano, information. Okay? Pero all in all, ano, with just a little work, that could be a pass already.
Really?
Okay? Yan. So, meron bang ano, is anyone interested in a free,
Yeah.
quick assessment? Kung wala, we're gonna do a reverse role play. I'll be the nurse and someone from IFNG will play the patient.
Wala ata,
Kung
sir, si
wala
ano.
pang
Wala ata
kung
si
wala
Ma'am
pang
GL, so
volunteer.
ako pa rin, sir.
Nagtago, nag-leave.
Hindi, ma'am. Ay, ano pa siya,
Nandito
mamaya
pa
pa siya.
ako, sige. Anong
Nandyan
ganap?
pa.
Sige. Wala
Nandiyan
bang
ba
may
si...
gusto? Sige.
Nandiyan ka pala, Ma'am GL.
Oo, binabantayan
Mm.
kita.
Oo, nako.
So how did I do for my first OET as a nurse?
Di ba winner, sir?
Oo,
Sir Lee,
okay
di ba
yun.
winner siya?
I have no
Oh.
idea what to do, so I just thought of it.
Mm.
I thought it was IELTS. Okay, and there's a lot of time actually. I ran out of things to say.
Mm.
Mas
Three
Okay lang
madali
yan.
minutes.
sa IELTS.
And then napansin mo ba ano, towards the end, I didn't give you a hard time. Yung mga questions ko puro simple lang. Okay, I'm gonna do that. Oh yeah, I'm gonna do that. Kasi I'm looking at my timer. Malapit na sa 5 minutes. May mga ganong clue. So just be sensitive to it. And by the way, when your patient speaks, this is for everyone, no? When the interlocutor speaks, you stop whatever you're saying. Okay, then just listen to them, promise. It will help, it will save you from a lot of mistakes kasi sometimes alam na nila na magkakamali kayo. They try to save you from saying something bad. Ang problema, if you decide to ignore and finish what you're saying, wala na, hindi nila kayo maliligtas. So, whenever they start speaking, just, okay, ganun lang kayo and listen to what they're saying. Okay? It will result in a better performance. Alright? So, ikaw ulit, Manny, or si
Si Ma'am GL.
Sige.
GL?
Wala bang may gusto
Yung ba-
kung wala ako? Sige. Wala
Yung-
kayo.
Yung bang GL,
Sabi nyo
ano?
na yan.
Gladys.
Green Lantern ba yan?
Gladys lang, sir. Ang
Gladys
lakas
L.
ako.
So,
Superhero,
Gladys L.
no?
paborito ko favorite ko yung si Green Lantern. Okay.
Oh.
Oo.
Busy ka pala,
Alright,
sir.
so
Marvel ako eh.
Okay.
Sorry.
So, Miss GL, you have the floor. You have
In
the floor
brightest
now.
Ano
day.
ano natin, Sir Lee?
In darkest night, no evil shall
Taray
escape my
memorize.
sight.
Taray memorize si Sir, oh.
Siyempre, pati yung sa Lord of the Rings, dapat may ganyan tayo. Mahilig ka sa ganyan, Manny. Di ba? Memorize mo
Taray.
rin yan. 9 rings to rule them all. 9 rings
Yes,
to bring
yes.
them.
Alam ni Sir. Oh, alam
And
ni
in
Sir.
the
Yes.
darkness, bind them. Yeah. So anyway,
Anyway,
Yes, you
Mataling
have-
series yan. Mataling
oh,
I'm gonna close
Lord of the Rings.
I'm gonna close my camera na. Because
Sige.
I'm glad sunburn.
Yes,
Let's
sir.
try that. Search ko lang yung ano ko
Sunburn,
to.
sige.
Ayun. Kasi common to eh. So, mga puti kasi sensitive yung skin. Madalas pa sunburn.
Sige. Okay.
So, again, do you want to be the nurse or ikaw muna yung patient?
Ikaw, sir. Kahit ano, sir. Maging toxic tita. Maging toxic.
Sige, I'll be the nurse muna para may model yung audience natin. So, you have something to
Sige.
follow. Okay, sige ma'am. 3 minutes.
Service training.
Sakto pala sa ito, Ma'am Glad. So, you are a graduating college student. Oh, saktong-sakto. Oh, yung
Naman.
age. Sumakto yung age.
Naman.
Ma'am Gladys.
Diba? Ganyan ako kaano ni Sir Lee. Talagang inaano niya sa akin yung mga ano,
Ma'am
yung mga
Gladys.
age-related, mga ganyan. Dapat ano talaga. May, uh,
Kanina ako, 56-year-old man, pero ikaw, graduating university student. It's so unfair.
naman. Natatawa ako dito sa ano, sunburn.
Mag-inarte ka lang, ma'am.
Ha? Mag-iinarte lang ako talaga. Tatawa ako.
And so, Ma'am Glad, you just need to focus on the blue card. Yan. Kahit di mo na tingnan
Okay.
yung
Sa nurse.
black card para madali.
Sige po. Okay. School clinic. Okay.
Ah, so medyo praning yung yung patient kasi gusto niya
Toxic tita. Ito yung si
gusto
toxic,
niya
toxic student.
gusto niya skin cancer. Toxic niya. Praning. Ano to? Hypochondriac.
Hypochondriac.
Tama ba yan?
Yes.
Gustong-gusto ko tong what home remedies have been used kasi ang sinasagot ko dito, dahon ng bayabas.
Bayabas.
Dahon ng bayabas. Yeah.
Saan pa tayo hanap ng guava tree sa sa Australia at sa
Naku, wala. Ako, ang sinasabi lang dyan, I haven't done anything because I'm scared to put anything on it. Ganun lang. Pag di mo alam sasabihin,
Yes.
nothing. Okay, that's 3 minutes. So, guys, people in the audience, I'll play the part of a nurse, and Ma'am Glad's or Green Lantern will be the college university student. Okay, wait lang. I'm gonna set the timer. Okay, sige. So, I will begin the role play. Okay. Hi, Miss. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Yes. Oh, call me Lee. I'm Nurse Lee. Just Lee's fine.
Okay, Lee. Good morning.
Yeah. So how may I help you today?
Okay, so I came here because 2 weeks ago, we had this in-service training in school. And then I was exposed in direct sunlight and I forgot to
Okay.
put my sunblock and wear a long-sleeved shirt. And then apparently, when I got home, I've got this red type of, I think, patches at first, and then it covered my whole body. So I've checked the internet. Yes, I've checked the internet because they're really painful. And then I've checked the internet and Google suggests me that I might have a skin cancer. So I bought different types of paints and basically they didn't work for me. So what do you think that I can do for this type of skin? I think I have skin cancer, which is panic.
Nah, I don't think it's it's gonna be skin cancer. It's very rare, at your age. It does happen, but it's not that often. And there seems to be a more logical explanation because, as you said, if I remember correctly, you were exposed to the sun. How long was the exposure?
I think I was exposed for 3 to 8 hours, I think, because we were basically doing some drills.
The whole day. Okay.
Yes. And
I see.
I forgot to wear my sunblock and my long sleeves that time.
So were you exposed to the sun at, from 10 to maybe 10 a.m. to 2 p.m.?
If I remember it correctly, yes, because we've start our service at around 9 and we finish it around
Ah,
5 to 6 p.m.
so there's a big chance that it's sunburn actually. So you said that you had rashes on the exposed parts. Okay, is it painful when you touch it?
Yeah, absolutely. That is why I bought different types
Mm,
of ointment, but they didn't work for me.
mm, I see. And
So I'm
may I
worried
see
that I might
the
have cancer.
may I see the affected area, please? Show me your arms.
Here you go.
Okay. They're starting to peel. All right. You know what? It's
Yeah.
again, it's probably just sunburn. But if you want, you can. If you're really adamant about the skin cancer, you can go to a dermatologist. But if you ask for my professional opinion, it's probably just sunburn. So what you need to do is wait for probably just a week more. Okay. Make sure that you don't get exposed to the sun. Okay, and if it gets better, then it's just sunburn. It's not any form of cancer. Because let me ask you, do you have any? Did you grow any moles? Or do you have any suppurating pustules on the skin?
Not really, but as of the
Mhm.
moment, it is like it's peeling. That is
It's
why
just peeling.
yeah, it makes me feel
I
like I
see.
need to be worried because
Do
this
you
never
see
happened to me
any?
before.
Yeah. Do you see any pus or any discolorations or discharge from the skin?
Aside from it, I am dark compared before, so there's none. So yeah.
I see. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Okay, just to be safe, I advise you. I'm gonna give you a referral to a dermatologist that's connected with the school. Okay, just to put you at ease, put your mind at ease, and next time self-diagnosis is not very helpful because Google doesn't have a medical degree. It's helpful for simple cases, but each patient is unique. You are unique, so what's true for one may not be true for you. Okay, for the moment, while you haven't seen the dermatologist, I advise you, okay, to stay under the shade. Wear a hat or bring an umbrella. Wear long sleeves as much as possible, and then put on sunblock. Okay, 30 minutes before being exposed to the sun, as much as possible, you wear sunblock here, your arms, and your face, and then at the back of your neck, any part that's exposed to the sun. Okay.
All right. So should I
Yeah.
stop putting those ointment that I bought recently?
That would be a good idea because it might interfere with the diagnosis of the dermatologist. Okay,
All
here's the number of the dermatologist and give him a call.
right.
There you
Thank
go.
you, Lee. Thank you, Lee,
Okay,
for
thank
your
you very
help.
much. No problem. See you. Bye bye.
Thanks. Ouch.
Wow, nice.
Titang tita.
Good patient.
Vance,
And
sabi mo mag-iinarte ka, wala ka namang sinabing mag-OA ka. Cancer
Alam mo
agad.
yan.
Cancer
Di pa
agad.
OA yan. Kasi yung last
kulang
time,
pa yun.
mas maganda yung last time, Sir Lee, yung merong pag-iyak. Nakita ko yung may
Oh,
pag-iyak.
masungit, no?
Yung
All right.
may, ito sunburn lang, anxious lang siya.
Mm. So
Mm.
guys, the tip is don't panic kasi pag nagsalita yung patient nga, makinig lang kayo and then just answer appropriately, put them at ease. Pero you need to to move it along, get it going. Pero yung tono nyo, wag niyo kasi I've encountered a lot of test takers. Parang minamadali nila yung conversation. Guys, huwag niyo madaliin yung pasyente kasi feeling niya hindi maganda kahit kayo. You go to a specialist tapos parang ayaw kayong kausap. Parang, ay, wala yan. Sige, alis ka na. Okay na. Hindi nyo rin magugustuhan. Alright? So,
Yeah.
ayun guys. Any takers? Kung wala po, maybe we can have our dinner. Late dinner. Midnight snack.
Ano bang may gusto, guys? Sayang,
Sana. Sayang,
opportunity.
sayang na dito si Sir Lee J.
Truly.
Nag-post na ako
Diba?
doon sa FB. Parang
Mm.
wala din ata sa FB.
Okay,
Hindi, okay
so,
lang kasi at least may bayad kapag private eh. So mas gusto ko
oh.
'yun. All right, so to finish
Okay.
this session,
Okay, sir.
I'm just gonna play the last few slides of my presentation. Okay, forward na mabilis na lang to. Okay, you can still ask now. You can type your questions while I'm doing this. So, I come from World English Reviews. Why choose us for your review preparation? A self-review is not enough for the higher levels. Okay, it's enough to get you to to a medium average level mga kung IELTS yan band 6. Kung naman bandang kung OET naman C or C+. But to get to those scores that you need, kailangan nyo ng guidance from someone who knows. Okay? And the good thing about us is, okay, yung teachers ninyo, that one of them is me, of course. The other OET teacher, si Sir Robbie, was actually a chief nurse. Okay, tapos ang dami niyang international licenses. So if there's something that I don't know medically, tinatanong ko siya. Okay, so hindi lang English teacher, may medical expert pa tayo with the team. Kaya mas detalyado yung mga nabibigay naming advice. Okay, we are just a small company. I'm not pretending to be a big one. Maliit lang po kami, but we're highly trusted. You can ask British Council and IDP about us. Kilala po nila kami. We've been in the industry for since 2009 yung World English. Okay, we don't do a factory approach. In fact, our priority is the one-on-one. We do have group lectures, pero lang yan, parang additional lang. Ang pinaka-importante, yung one-on-one nyo with the teacher, and all the students are assured of several sessions with the teachers. Okay, we provide daily guidance, okay, to our Facebook secret group. Okay, and flexible po. We usually ask kung ano yung availability ng mga students, kung kailan nila gusto, and then we make adjustments. Okay, so we really focus on the students' needs. And we don't give you any dubious offers na 100% pass rate. Guys, walang review center na 100% pass rate. Pag nag-claim sila, sigurado may disclaimer sa baba. Okay, alam ko yan. Ano pa? We're number one. Lahat na lang number one. Sige, kayo lahat number one. Okay? Parang mga radio station lang yan. Lahat sila number one. Parang TV station number one. Pero you know what? Who cares kung number one? Sila ang importante, kayo yung number one sa kanila, di ba? That's what's important. I mean, it's better to be in a class of 3 people or 4 people. Kaysa naman 50 kayo sa klase, how would the teacher divide their attention kung 50 kayo tuturuan nila? Di ba mas maganda kung 3 lang kayo or 4? You get the point here? Okay? Just proof na we're well trusted in the industry. For 2021, we actually got awarded. Okay? We are top 1 in Pampanga. Kahit po may katabi kaming mga lalaking review centers dito sa San Fernando, kami pa rin yung nag-number 1 for 2021. Di ko alam paano namin nagawa, pero thank God, di ba? So we don't have marketing, we don't have a marketing department. Okay? And nag-top 3 kami nationwide, which is another surprise kasi matagal na kami hindi nagta-top 3 ngayon pang pandemic. Okay, dati nag-top 3 kami early years, and then usually kami number 5, number 6, and then 2021 balik sa top 3, and that's wonderful. Okay. Our next batch for the OET review is on November 10th, and if you join, just mention that I gave you a 500 peso discount. Okay, applicable until November 7 po. Sabihin nyo sa dun sa kausap nyo when you enroll that you were promised a discount. They will give it to you. This is our official OET page, OET Review Philippines. And this is our main page kasi we started as an IELTS review center. So, World English Reviews. Kahit hindi po namin kayo student, kung gusto niyo patulong sa registration or if you need help, just contact us. We cater to everyone and we will not force you to enroll with us. Thank you for supporting our free class. I hope it's been a very productive Saturday for you. Makakapagpahinga na tayo for the weekend. Well, kayo pala kasi may classes pa ako bukas. Okay, pero sige po, pahinga na. And see you soon.
Thank you, Sir DJ. So, see you again next week. So, bye-bye. Thank you, Miss Cha. Thank you, Sir Manuel. Thank you, everyone. Bye.